Chapter 1. The Enigma of Time. It was a season of whispers in the quaint little village of Dunmorrow. There was a peculiar electricity in the air, as if the very molecules that composed the essence of the village were charged with an invisible force. The villagers spoke in hushed tones, their eyes darting around nervously, as if expecting something to materialize out of the thick morning fog that enveloped their homes. In the midst of this inexplicable tension, a stranger arrived in Dunmorrow, and with his arrival, the course of time would bend in ways that defied understanding. He ambled into the village square just as the last remnants of the fog were beginning to dissipate, revealing the circle of ancient stone cottages that surrounded the town center. His attire, a peculiar combination of modern and archaic elements, drew curious stares from the villagers. He wore a long, flowing cape over a tailored suit, and his boots, though polished to a high shine, appeared to be made of a material that had not been seen for centuries. His face was equally enigmatic, a study in contrasts. Deep-set eyes of an otherworldly blue were framed by an intricate network of wrinkles, as if he had lived through several lifetimes. Yet, beneath the lines etched into his face, there was an underlying youthfulness, a vitality that seemed to emanate from within. He carried with him an air of purpose, as though he had been summoned to Dunmorrow by an insistent call that he could not ignore. As the stranger crossed the cobblestone square, the villagers began to creep out of their homes, drawn by a mixture of fascination and apprehension. A small crowd had gathered by the time he reached the ancient oak tree that stood in the center of the square, its gnarled branches reaching out like a protective embrace. He stopped beneath the tree, his eyes sweeping over the huddle of villagers who watched him with bated breath. Then, in a voice that seemed much too resonant for his slight frame, he spoke. "Good people of Dunmorrow, I come bearing an extraordinary revelation. The enigma of time has long confounded your people, but today I shall reveal its secrets to you." There was an audible gasp from the crowd, and a murmur of excitement rippled through the gathering like a shockwave. For as long as anyone could remember, Dunmorrow had been plagued by a peculiar temporal anomaly. Clocks would frequently run backward, days would stretch on for what felt like weeks, and weeks would slip by in the blink of an eye. The stranger held up a hand to silence the whispers, and continued. "For centuries, your village has been the epicenter of a temporal vortex, an aberration in the fabric of the universe. The intricate dance of time has been disrupted, setting off a chain reaction that echoes across the cosmos." As he spoke, the villagers could feel the weight of the revelation settling over them, the profound gravity of his words sinking in. And yet, there was something in his voice, a note of hope, that suggested salvation was within their grasp. "But fear not, for I have come to restore harmony to the chaos that has befallen your world. Together, we shall mend the fractured threads of time and bring balance to the forces that govern the universe. Are you prepared to join me in this monumental task?" The villagers looked at one another, their expressions a mixture of awe, disbelief, and determination. And then, as a single entity, they stepped forward, their resolve unwavering. "We are with you." The stranger's eyes flashed with approval, and a smile flickered across his ancient, youthful face. "Then let us begin."